Lives. I'm Jonas.
I'm TNT Don. I'm Mike the Explosive One. Let's crack into another one.
TNT,
Yo.
did you hear about the Trump Accounts program for babies?
The Trump accounts programs for babies?
Have you heard about this?
Is this where, like, if you have a baby and you pay $5 million, you can get your baby into the country?
That is already going on. Too.
I
The
know.
gold cards is also live. This is something.
Trump account babies.
So basically, what this is any baby born in the United States between January 1st, 25 and December 31st, 2028.
Uh-huh.
The government is giving them $1,000 in a tax-deferred investment account. And basically, it applies to U.S. citizen children born between those dates. At least one parent has to have a Social Security number. And then basically what it is it gives you $1,000.
Okay.
And then you can, as parents, you can continuously invest up to $5,000 a year into this account for your children. And then at 18, part of it becomes unlocked that you can use for like higher education, buying a home, starting a business. And then at 30, you get full access to the account. And they said even if you only put $1,000 in it, if the rates of the stock, it's like a stock market based account. You would have, it said estimated about $8,300 if you put no other money in. It's like an IRA, but it follows like the SPY and it SPY S&P 500. And so like you get gains based on that. And you can also put more in it so you can invest more. I don't know enough about it, but at face value, I'm like,
yeah, that sounds pretty cool.
sounds kind of neat. Like, I don't know,
sounds
though.
pretty cool.
Well, especially, like, imagine if, like, this happened for us. You hit 18 and you're like, hey, I want to start a store. And you have, like, you have like, so you're 18, you have, like, $8,000. You can take you take $4,000 out and start a business.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's kind of cool, man. Like,
it's a fallback, man. It would even be a safety net, like if you are having health issues, you know, at a certain point in your life, and that would help with that.
Or you turn 30 and want to buy a house. You might have like $12K to put down on whatever.
It's insurance for like if you have children. There's a lot of good things that could happen from that.
And I don't know
that's
enough
cool
about it to know if there's like a bad thing. Like, here it says the criticism. Economists argue it's regressive. As wealthier families can contribute more, exacerbating inequality.
Yeah.
So basically, if you're failing about $5K a year in it, it's all tax deferred. So by the time you're 20, they've put $100K in the account, and it's been gaining interest. So at 18 years old, you have $130,000, and then at 30, you might have almost $200,000. Whereas like a poor family has that $1,000.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Because the majority of people aren't going to even touch it. But the majority of already well-to-do families will just utilize it.
Well, they're like, oh, we can give our kid a tax-free account and they'll have $100,000 when they're 30?
Because most of them are already setting up accounts like this anyway.
Or something similar.
Yeah, because, you know, their accountant tells them it'd be a good idea. So honestly, most people should set up
some sort of tax-bearing investment account for their kid. Put $100, even $100 a month would be great. Help them with like life stuff.
So rich people are already doing it, and I see how that goes. But then it goes along the whole idea of like, oh, do we only want to give this type of thing to like lower income families? And people are like, well, that's inequality because everybody should get it. Right. But it isn't. It doesn't mean the same thing to a lower income family that it means to a higher income family. It's kind of
Well, it said there is some support too. Like Michael Dell, who runs Dell Computers, said that like he would match contributions for children of Dell employees. So like if you work there and you're like, hey, we're gonna put $1,000 in for our kid, he'll match $1,000 to put in for your kid too.
Okay,
which that's cool. Like that's cool. So I see, like, and that's what kind of happens with anything like this. It's like you can't say it's only for people who need it because who needs it is subjective.
Yeah.
And even rich kids, like, who doesn't need $100,000 when they're 30?
Yeah, that's true. Was this a part of the big beautiful bill?
I don't know. I don't think this was. Maybe I don't know.
I don't think it was.
I thought
either.
like I was trying to figure out like how I feel about it, and I'm like at face value, it sounds like interesting.
Like honestly, Jonas, I want to have a discussion with my left and my right sided people out there. Republicans, I want to talk to you first. Democrats do not want what's bad for your children. We don't want this country to be overrun by illegal immigrants. We don't want wars to break out in our streets, and we don't want to fight you. All right? We want this country to be the best that it can be. We want your children to grow up healthy and happy in homes where they can express themselves the way they want to be. And we want people to live lives to an American standard. And you know what that standard is. And you shouldn't want anybody to live below that standard. Now I want to have a talk with the Democrats. Democrats, us Republicans, we do not want you to hate who you are. All right?
What?
We don't.
That's what Republicans want?
No, I said we don't want you to hate who you are. That's what we don't want.
But that's what they want, is for you to not hate who you are?
I don't know, like, English? Motherfucker, do you speak it?
Republicans want Democrats not to hate who they are. That's what they want.
What do you
You literally, I'm verifying.
about?
You literally just said
Republicans, we don't want Democrats, we don't want you to hate who you are.
And I was like, that's what they want.
I don't understand.
Mike,
That's what they want? They want to hate who they are?
what did you just say?
I'm saying is that this is because Democrats might have that view that the Republicans want them to hate who they are. I'm telling them that us as Republicans, we do not want you to hate who
And
you are.
what I'm saying is Republicans want people to not hate who they are.
Yes.
That's all they want?
I was getting to the rest. There's more. You know what? Never mind. It's over. You've ruined the whole thing. Asking too many goddamn questions. Just let me get my soliloquy off. All right? Let me get my monologue going, and then ask questions afterwards.
I asked one question.
Yeah, but it was ridiculous. My flow was going. I was getting in there. Anyway, Republicans, Democrats, we don't want you to hate who you are. We don't want the persecution of gay, lesbian, none of that stuff. We don't hate black people, all right? We don't hate Mexican people. We hate assholes, all right? We hate people who utilize the government to try to get over on everybody else. That is what we hate as Republicans, all right? And yes, we want more wholesome things in school. And yes, we understand is that we gotta let some of the weirdos and freaks in. All right, we'll deal with it in time. There we go. That's what I wanted to say. I'm done. I'm done. I had it better planned out. Joe threw me off my course a little bit. Yes, Republicans don't want Democrats to hate each other. That is what they want.
They want them to be themselves? It doesn't seem like it.
Well, I mean, that's your perspective, brother. That's your perspective.
I don't know, man. That's crazy.
What?
What do you think about these tax deferred accounts?
That's crazy.
It's funny because like you're just like speaking some real words out here, man.
I was trying to, man. I was really getting in there, man. I appreciate you bringing some suffrage in there.
Suffrage.
Levity. Some levity in there.
So,
suffrage.
anyways,
Can we have a talk with women?
Have a baby, get $1,000.
I'm not having a baby. And you know what? That's kind of what it is. It's kind of like,
absolutely-
hey, we'll give you a free $1,000 account.
Like, we can get that money out in 18 years.
Yep. If you grow a baby to 30 and then, something happens, you get the money.
That's all the time we have for today's episode. Go to thecrazytown.com for Jonas.
The long con.
Yeah.
TNT.
We out.